in Bengal, Bangladesh. Maharaj also speaks in Bengali, he speaks in Hindi, he speaks profusely in English too, many multiple languages. And he is most well known across the globe for his famous book, Brahmachari in Krishna Consciousness. So, I saw him first time in 1991. He was the first sannyasi I saw in ISKCON temple in Juhu, when he was singing Guru Puja and he was dancing also. The first time I was very charmed by his enthusiasm.
You survived seeing him. You made it into Krishna consciousness nevertheless.
So, when I heard him, one thing that was very striking for me is he's a very honest person, very transparent, and he is straightforward, and he likes to present the philosophy in an unadulterated way, just the way that Srila Prabhupada wanted us all to speak the philosophy. So then I met him many times, many occasions, and I invited him to Pune. In those days, in 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, almost 5-6 years, we used to have the good fortune of having him practically every year for 2 or 3 days. We used to have many programs in Pune, morning, evening, 5-6 programs. We had the luxury of having so much. But in the later years, Maharaj, when I invited him, Maharaj said, "Why don't you come to Salem?" He said. So me coming to Pune.
He's Tamil. Salem is in Tamil Nadu.
So we very much missed him. But when he published his book on strong speaking, after that he made one visit to Pune. One of the things that I like in Maharaj is he is deeply concerned about our spiritual progress. So he will tell us how important is the consciousness. When he came and saw the MBCC, New Vedic Cultural Temple, so he was telling, now you have built a big temple so that big number of people can come here. But then a big number of people come here, will you present the philosophy uncompromisingly, or you will have to dilute the philosophy so that you can get enough funds to run the temple? So he was telling it's always a paradox. Big temple, big money you have to spend. So he was always, he likes to preserve the purity. I also have been to his Nandagram farm. Whenever I go to Baroda and Surat, I visit 2-3 times I have been to Nandagram farm. Maharaj actually likes to see the Varnashrama development. When I met Swami, prabhu, he told me that Maharaj spends considerable time in the farms to see the developing. There are a few families dedicated there living. There is no electricity. They pump their own water. There is no tap. So very simple life. So Maharaj encourages them by going and staying with those disciples. And so another thing is coming up, as you all know, in Salem. Maharaj is building a beautiful stone temple which will last for thousands of years, and a very traditional temple. And the devotees there, I heard that they lead a very simple life without too much into gadgets and everything. So Maharaj has a heart. He has written a book also on sanskar and tradition. He deeply appreciates the Sri Vaishnava tradition in the south, how they have preserved it. He glorifies the Ramanuja's tradition, how people remember Ramanuja even after 1,000 years and follow it. So he is a personality of tradition, purity, transparency, and straightforward presentation of Prabhupada's philosophy. So it's very wonderful for us to have him. And now he is publishing more books to help the movement steer towards the right direction. I've heard many of his lectures, sadhu should be sadhus, and wishy-washy ISKCON and all that I've heard. So in many of his lectures he brings out the holes and the flaws that need to be worked on for ISKCON to be a healthy society. He is not a person who is just pointing out mistakes or faults. He always offers solution and wants to see our society become free from the diseases and become a very healthy society all across the globe. So I very deeply appreciate his association, and I thank Maharaj for coming to Hyderabad. The last couple of days we have been hearing lectures by him on Srimad Bhagavatam. Today evening and tomorrow morning Maharaj is giving here at ISKCON Habits. Let us welcome Maharaj with one loud Hare Krishna mantra.